Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 4 Golden. In the last episode, we became one-hit wonders and saved Yosuke and his father's jobs at Junes. But other than that, we also officially ended Chapter 5 and also unlocked the Tower Arcana. With that being said, there's still two more we still need to unlock, Naoto for Fortune and Unknown for Judgment. And with the 5th chapter now officially over, there is only one major event keeping us from getting into Chapter 6, and that is the Cultural Festival. But that will be in the next episode, due to the fact that I heard that that's going to be a really long event. It might even take up the whole episode for the next episode, based on what I've heard. And apparently it was changed for Golden, and that's why I'm saying that. So with that, I believe we're ready. We're still technically in the midterm section, but Sunday ended up cutting it out in the middle of the midterms. So after Sunday, you go straight back to the midterms, and then that will be a cut again. But it looks like Yosuke's calling us up, so let's see what's going on here. Hey, it's me, Yosuke. Do you want to make a study group today? We got our 4 more days of exams. Sure, yeah. Cool. Don't forget it. You made plans for today. And with that, let's head out to wherever they want us to hang out at. Since usually when we do our study groups, yep, it was Junes. I was thinking it would be. And also, I'm pretty sure that we're going to be getting the Fortune Arcana in this episode. I'm 100%, but I'm not sure when it's going to be. But we are for sure going to be getting it. But with that, Junes Food Courts. It's getting to be a custom for us to meet up like this. But that aside, can I borrow your notes? I'm surprised that Kanji's not here. It's not even the full group. Even Teddy's technically not even here. Borrowing notes is going to be a custom too. Alright, let's get started. But first I want a melon soda. What is with melon soda? That's what Nanako tried to give us at the end of the last episode. I don't know what's up with that. But it kind of reminds me of 7-Up, if I'm going to be honest, or Sierra Mist, or one of those drinks, to be honest. But let's continue. Is that your way of saying you'll lend me your notes if I buy you a melon soda? Seems like it is. Could be. You want to go get one? Yosuke-san and Chie-san seem to be getting along well. Why don't you two date? Never. That was quick. Honestly, I don't see them two getting together. You two Naoto-kun, you could go out with Kanji. Yeah, and Kanji does like you. Oh, please, stop it. Oh, how cute. Hey, senpai, wouldn't Kanji and Naoto can make a good couple? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stick up for Kanji here. You know what? Yeah, he definitely does like Naoto, so let's be honest. Come on now, Spooks, senpai. That's enough, guys. Let's get back to studying. It promises to be an entertaining day. You feel your relationship with Rise is going to become closer soon. And sadly, since we don't have Naoto, it's not going to rank up Naoto at all, but at least we got a little bit of points for Rise since everyone else is kind of boosted up at the moment. You didn't make any progress with your studies, but you spent a fun afternoon with the group. Okay, and like I promised, now with the midterms all finished and skipped over since we already know that it doesn't come with anything in it, since all it is just answering basic trivia or random trivia that you might know if you searched on certain topics and things like that. So honestly, it's good that we skip over those since they really don't have anything. But with that finally over, now let's continue our story since it looks like we actually have something. It's finally over.
Hey, about question 8.
Chie and Yukiko are completely absorbed in reviewing the exam.
I pulled an all-nighter last night, so I'm ready to collapse any second now. I'm gonna go home. See you later.
Oh, okay. See you later, Yosuke. I guess it's just me, Chie, and Yukiko, and maybe Rise or Kanji or Naoto if they show up. Yosuke left. At last, the long midterms are finally over. Okay, with the midterms now over, we can actually spend a little bit of our free time before the next major event. So, let's see how Naoki is doing, since it's been a little bit since we've seen him. And honestly, we've been kind of focusing on him a little bit, so we might as well continue him as much as we can. Oh, hello, Spooks-san. Naoki seems to have some free time. Since you have bear the Persona of the Hangman Arcana, you feel like you're going to become closer soon. spend the afternoon with Naoki. And with that, let's definitely do it. Oh, sure, it's okay. Naoki looks a little bit happier. He definitely does. He definitely seemed much more of a sad sack the first time we met him. So it's definitely good to see him a lot happier than he was before, let's be honest. Central Shopping District Sozai Daigaku. You came here with Naoki, who has finished helping his parents. The Messiah made up of an excuse for why he was late. And he said the wind was really strong. The teacher got really pissed. Shut your eyes, all of you, he yelled and started scolding us. But no one knew why. He had to close our eyes. So it was really awkward. After scolding us, he starts class and he yells out, "Who wants to answer?" I know Messiah answered the question. And Messiah says, "I can't see the board with my eyes closed." The teacher lost it right there, and the class became a free period. That's weird. Naoki is laughing like he's having a good time. Tell him a story of your own failure. Let's tell him a little bit about ourselves and some of our failures. You told Naoki a funny story about an embarrassing moment of your own. Really? Oh man, that's hilarious. Naoki is overcome with laughter. I feel like it's been a while since I laughed. Naoki's expression looks gentle. Okay, cool. Well, how's everything going with him, honestly, since, he's been pretty, down in the dumps ever since we first met him, so honestly, I hope he's feeling a little bit better. That child, remember? The liquor stores. Konishi-san's son, right? They're talking about him. Their daughter was killed. Poor thing. A psychic on TV said their ancestors committed some sin. I heard their store faces the northeast, and that's what's bringing in all that bad luck. But that boy looked cheerful. You'd figure he would be sad. That's pretty cold of him. Siblings close in age aren't that friendly to each other. My son and daughter are. Okay, so he has to be sad for the rest of his life, based on what those ladies are saying? Okay then, weirdos. Making up random gossip on a poor teenager, seriously? Okay then, I see why Naoki's not having a good time, and with people making gossip like that. Naoki is biting his lip. I'll go tell him off, yeah, I'll go tell him off. That's kinda wrong of them. Oh, no, it's okay. They're not worth your time. It looks like Naoki cheered up a bit. Okay, well, I won't tell him off then. Those roving eyes are always around somewhere. I'm used to it though. It seems they're not satisfied unless I look like a victim. That's why it's been so long since I've talked to anyone about stupid things and just laughed. It's fun. Okay. Naoki is smiling cheerfully. You feel that your relationship with Naoki has grown still deeper. Yeah, I think so at least. I think I understand what he means, but it's still weird though that he doesn't want to stand up for himself about that. The Saki's brother social link has reached level 3. Your power to create personas of the Hangman Arcana has grown as well. Okay. I'm sorry. I probably made you feel uneasy, huh? Let's go home. Okay, let's get on home then. You parted ways with Naoki and went home. An empty house. Nanako doesn't seem to be home. That's weird.
I'm home.
Hey, Nanako, where have you been?
Oh, welcome back. There was a letter in the mailbox for you.
Oh, really? I got some mail? Wonder who it's from. Probably our parents, right? Since they've been out of, town for quite some time. Maybe they're trying to check up on us since it's been a while since we've heard from them. And honestly, technically we haven't heard from them, so it would be nice if they sent a letter or two, to be honest. The letter is addressed to Mr. Spooks. Okay. But the sender's name and addresses are nowhere to be found. Huh? That's weird. There's only one sentence printed. Don't rescue anymore. What does that mean? Okay, don't rescue anyone anymore. So, someone knows what we're doing. And honestly, you know what? It could be the, culprit, honestly. It could very well be the Midnight Murderer, so it would make sense at that point, but How do they know it's us that's doing it? Unless they're inside the TV at the same time with us or something, or watching us from, like, afar with, like, the longest scope you can ever see, since there's been no instances of anybody, like, following us or anything. So that is very weird.
Is it from a friend?
Definitely not.
Oh, my show is almost on.
I guess we're not gonna tell Nanako about it. We really should, honestly. Don't rescue anymore. Could this be a warning from the killer, or is it just a prank? You should discuss this with the group tomorrow. I guess we should, honestly.
I'm home.
Hey, Nanako, where have you been?
Oh, welcome back. There was a letter in the mailbox for you.
Oh, really? I got some mail. Wonder who it's from. Probably our parents, right? Since they've been out of town for quite some time. Maybe they're trying to check up on us, since it's been a while since we've heard from them. And honestly, technically we haven't heard from them, so it would be nice if they sent a letter or two, to be honest. The letter is addressed to Mr. Spooks. Okay, but send her... Okay, into 1021 after that really weird cutscene. That's someone we've never seen before, right? That's really weird. They're writing down names or whatever, and have a ripped out book with pictures in it, while also having the TV on static in the background. That was really weird. That might be our killer, honestly, since we haven't seen them yet, so honestly, it could be anyone. But it's good to actually finally have some kind of, like, confirmation cutscene on anybody that could be the killer. So, okay then. Noted down for later then. So we'll be on the lookout for anyone that looks like that. You showed everyone the letter you received yesterday. Yeah, very strange letter indeed. Definitely seems like a warning note. Don't rescue anymore. Is this a warning? It definitely seems like it is.
No punctuation or capitalization. What a cliche.
Okay, if you say so.
This is a prank. This is kind of stuff that only happens in the movies. Did you show this to your uncle?
Not yet. Yeah, we haven't. And honestly, I don't know how he would react, honestly, if he found out that we're being warned. Because definitely he didn't want us to be in this investigation based on every single conversation we've had about it. So yeah, it would definitely be not a good thing to tell him, to be honest. Senpai Dojima-san is trustworthy, but it may be our best to keep this to ourselves. True. He will ask you why you received such a letter, and if he were to put you under surveillance, our hands would be tied. True, definitely true. If this letter is real, what's most important isn't what it says. It's the fact that it was delivered to the Dojima residence addressed directly to you. This means the culprit knows in great detail who has been interfering with his crimes, and all of us, he chose to deliver his message to the Dojima residence, home of a police detective. I'd have this letter checked in a crime lab if I could, but even then, I doubt they'd find anything. The text is a warning, while the subtext expresses a culprit's confidence that we can't use it to pinpoint his identity. True, I guess.
So it's useless to tell the police. In fact, that would make things worse.
Cross your fingers, it's just a prank.
True, hopefully it is, but I highly doubt it.
I think the chances of that are slim. This message is too specific, too perfect to be a prank.
True, very true.
But how could the killer know so much about us?
Well, we should be showing up on the TV, right? Due to the fact that the shadows show up on the TV, maybe we show up as well. But we don't have that confirmation due to the fact that we're inside the TV, so we don't know what the people see on the outside. So that would definitely be a problem, but it would make sense if that was the case.
Could he be watching us from somewhere?
Maybe.
Tenny's been saying for a while that when we were over there, he senses someone watching us. Wait, every time we went to the other world, or sign to rescue someone, did we end up on the Midnight Channel ourselves?
True, that's exactly what I was saying. So even Yukiko, or Yosuke, there's so many Y's and N's for names. I'm just gonna be honest. If I get confused sometimes, that's honestly a good reason to. But yeah, Yosuke definitely had the same idea I had.
I don't know. It seems like no one else knows what we're doing. I haven't heard any rumors about us at school. Even the people who I know, that check that channel haven't said anything. The only gossip I've heard, was about the people who disappeared.
Definitely weird. But I guess not, then.
Huh, I see. Come to think of it, how the Midnight Channel works is still a mystery.
True. I was kinda hoping we'd find that out, but it seems like that might not be the case. Let's put that aside for now. The matter is of what the world truly is. There's too little data to go on. For now, we need to keep in mind that the culprit knows who we are. As long as we're all aware of that, it will be enough for now. True, I guess. At least we know that the killer's aware of our identities, so that is technically good to know, since we're not in, unknown of what's going on. So it's good that we know that they're actually watching us, instead of, still trying to figure us out, I guess, I don't know. Or unknowing that they know who we are, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because they could have definitely just not said anything and then got rid of us, honestly.
Yeah, I guess. There's no use in, thinking about stuff we can't understand. Freaking out over speculation is just what the killer wants us to do, right?
This could come in handy. Yeah, you know what? Let's pocket it for later and we can use it on anyone that we need to use it on, honestly.
Yeah.
You told the others we'll have to wait until the situation changes. Yeah, it makes sense.
Alright. Mind if we change the subject then? The cultural festival's just around the corner. What's our class doing again?
Good question. I have no clue.
Oh yeah. It hasn't been decided yet, huh?
I heard we'll be voting on it soon. But aren't they still gathering ideas?
Okay then. Well, it looks like we have to vote on it. I'm guessing our vote is literally gonna mean nothing, honestly, in my opinion, but you never know, maybe it will.
Whoa, I think Yosuke got hit with a bolt of inspiration. Whatever it is, it'll be out there, I bet my lunch on it.
I wonder what Yosuke's thinking, honestly.
Hey senpai, have you decided who you'll be going around the campus with during the festival? My schedule's still wide open, you lucky guy. Ugh, she just had to say something.
She was definitely thinking something else. Okay, we're finally at where we need to be in order to actually continue with Naoto's social link, due to the fact that we still haven't unlocked it, but this is actually how you progress into getting it. So Naoto ends up telling you that there is a guy in the North Shopping District. That is very suspicious, and this actually is the guy. This man in black is who we need to talk to, and that's actually how you progress Naoto's story. So let's actually talk to him. The man in black is looking at you, as if appraising you. Do you know about luminol reactions? What part of the body do you use to test DNA? What's the best way to obtain someone's email address? What 10 things can you learn from footprints? The man is bombarding you with questions for some reason. Since with your unmatched knowledge, you answered every challenge smoothly and easily. I see. You're quite an interesting young man. Do you know Naoto-sama? You know a detective by the name of Naoto Shirogane, correct? I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I know. You know him. Deliver this to him. He will understand. And with that, the man in black handed you something. You received a white card. And with that, we have all we need to actually progress with Naoto. Good day then. Okay, good day indeed. See you later. I'm guessing FBI or something like that? I honestly don't know. The man walked briskly away. This smells like a case. You should hand it over to Naoto. And with that, since Naoto isn't actually at school today, we actually have to go hang out with someone else, but at least we have that unlocked. So I honestly think we should hang out with Rise, just to get her into her halfway point at least, since the party members are more important than random characters. So with that, let's go see how Rise's doing.
Oh senpai, if you're free, let's go play.
Since you have Undyne, a Persona of the Lover's Arcana, you feel like you're going to become closer soon. Will you spend the afternoon with Rise? And with that is a yes.
Yeah, where shall we go?
Rise looks happy. And with that, let's go see wherever we want to go hang out with her today, since, honestly, we can literally hang out anywhere. The hill overlooking town. I swear this place is in every single social link. You came here at Rise's request, as she says she likes it here.
When I first got to town, I used to sit here and do nothing.
That kinda sucks.
I would just listen to the sound of the river, the sound of the birds, and the sound of the rain. I felt I could forget Rossetti and find myself that way, but...
I'm guessing it didn't work at all.
Senpai, have you ever thought that you're pushing yourself too far? Or that you were just acting?
All the time. Yeah, I think so. Every now and again you feel like you're not acting like yourself.
Really? Then you might even be a better actor than me. But I see, you've been through a lot too.
It seems Rise is a bit relieved. And also, we kinda have to put on a different face when it comes to different social links, so technically it does make sense that our character would say that.
I feel like I've been able to relax after coming to Inaba. Meeting all of you, laughing together, watching the story, reading comics, playing with the cats. When I was at my parents' house, I was on my best behavior around them. Oh, but Grandma doesn't ask me anything. You know, like why I quit or what I was thinking of doing next. She just talks about tofu. She says I'm like tofu. I had to ask her what that meant. And the way she explained it, tofu looks weak and fragile, but it's actually pretty resilient. Even though it stands out, because it's not like any other food, it can be mixed with any recipe or flavor.
True.
Tofu is incredible. I'm nothing like that.
I think you're pretty good, honestly. You can sing, you can do a lot of things that normal people can't. So definitely not incredible. You're definitely incredible in some ways, even though you don't think of it like that.
I was actually bullied at school before I made my debut. I wasn't good at talking, and I always looked at my feet.
That sounds familiar, honestly.
I was alone the entire time, but I didn't have a problem with that. No one expected anything of me. And then the application my relatives sent without telling me passed with the first edition.
Really? That's how that works? Literally just someone sent in a letter and then, without you even sending it in, it's just some random letter, from a family member? That works out, honestly. If you want to become famous, there's an easy way in. But, that's kind of weird.
I wasn't interested in being an idol, but I wanted the chance to change myself. And just by chance, I won. When it happened, I panicked, thinking maybe I should turn their offer down. Then I thought, if I appeared on TV, I could make friends. That was literally the only reason I went through with it.
Okay. But it makes sense.
After a while, I realized something. The person everyone likes, the one they say hi to on the streets, that's not the real me. Rossetti is the one everyone likes, the fictional character they sold to the public.
Yeah, they even said that, her size was bigger than it actually was, based on when we got the, actual, like, documents on, the physicals that everyone took. Literally, they changed her actual body size just to have a different story for the public. And that just proves it, honestly. Which is kind of weird, honestly. Why would you have to do that? That sounds really, really weird, due to the fact that Rossetti's still not even, like, an adult yet. So it is really weird to, like, say stuff like that. It is really weird why they would change that just to make the public think of her better. Even though it makes no sense, honestly, in my opinion, but I don't know. Sometimes the public's kind of weird. You never know. Sometimes it is, though.
It's the same with you, isn't it? You don't have to deny it. I won't be mad. You're with me right now, because I'm Rossetti, yeah?
I don't know. That's not the reason.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised. You project this image of strength, so I didn't expect you to say that. But I see. You just see you're older than me, huh? I never thought of that.
Rise is smiling sheepishly. Honestly, I didn't even know who you were before you even showed up, to be honest. But apparently my character knew who you were, apparently.
When I got back to school after my debut, no one bullied me. I was happy at first, with people I didn't even know talking to me. But they weren't suddenly interested in Rise Kujikawa. They wanted to hang out with Rizane. The bullying stopped, but I felt like none of them saw me the real me. In my heart, I've always thought this isn't the real me. Funny, huh? I was the one who wanted to change and...
Well, technically you did, but it wasn't the real you. And also, now I think about it, we technically did know who Rise was, since she was on the commercial, literally the first commercial we saw on the train, and literally the first cutscene in the game. So yeah, technically we should know who Rise is now that I think about it, since she definitely was, like, the first, like, image we saw in the game.
But none of that matters now. I'm done being Rizane. Now I have people who know the real me. Plus I have a power that can help everyone. I love that. This time I'm going to change into a Rise that everyone can like. Keep an eye out on her for her, senpai.
Okay. Rise is smiling. You feel that you understand Rise even more now. I think so too. She just wants to be her own person, and figure out who that actually is, at the end of the day. And honestly, it's pretty admirable. The Rise Kujikawa social link has reached level 5. Your power to create personas of the Lever Arcana has grown as well. Rise's growth of heart has affected her persona as well. And what is she gonna get this time? Healing Wave. Okay, Himiko learned Healing Wave. All party members who will now recover a small amount of HP at the end of a battle. That's actually not bad. I'll take it. I wonder what that relaxing wave is gonna be. I hope it's SP back, but I highly doubt it. You walked Rise to her house and went home. Okay, with 10:22 upon us, and it actually looks like we have some kind of story. It's time for homeroom. Well, as you all know, next week is the cultural festival, and we do I already told you guys about that, but I still don't know what it's gonna actually entail though. And as you also know, we still haven't decided what our class is going to do for it. You guys don't care, do you? We're going to decide based on the suggestions we have so far. Please vote for one of them. Here they are. Break area, video room, and study room. Okay. All sounds good. Wow. Sounds like whatever we pick, we don't need to put any effort into it. Talk about a lack of motivation. Yeah, but that's easier than the better, right? Oh, one more. Group date cafe? What the heck is that?
Hey, who put in a suggestion like that? Was it you, Chie?
Sounds like Yosuke, honestly. Maybe even Teddy, honestly. You know what? It's probably Teddy.
Yeah, right. Why would I do such a thing? What's a group date cafe? Who knows? But I doubt anyone will vote for it. Our class is actually a pretty serious bunch.
Yeah, it's just a joke idea. You gotta have one weird one mixed in with it, you know?
Actually, now that I think about it, it definitely is Yosuke. He's acting very, very suspicious on how he's acting.
Like figures.
We'll be passing around the vote sheet. Just circle one of the suggestions. Okay, I'll circle one. Okay, let's see what we can vote. Well, we already know what we're voting for, but I honestly don't know which one I want to vote for, though. What will you vote for? This sounds like a movie, which sounds kind of cool. The study room sounds kind of boring. Break area sounds kind of cool. So either of these two, honestly. The date cafe sounds kind of weird. But, you know what, I'm gonna go video room. A movie sounds nice. You made your selection and turned in the sheet. I don't even know if this is even a choice, to be honest. Alright, time to count the votes. The first group vote is Group Date Cafe. Okay. Second vote is Group Date Cafe. Huh, seriously? Oh, looks like everyone voted for the Date Cafe. Third vote, Video Room, which is me. Fourth vote, Group Date Cafe, Group Date Cafe, Group Date Cafe, and, etc. All of the votes have been counted. The Group Date Cafe is in first. There's only one vote that wasn't the Date Cafe, and that was me. It sounded like Chie and Yukiko didn't even want it, so how did that happen? Is it rigged?
Well, first place. What are we gonna do?
Don't ask me. This is your fault.
It definitely is.
I do wonder though, all these people who voted for it realize they have to run it in themselves.
True.
I've never been on a group date before, so I was a little curious.
Oh, you voted for it?
What the? You voted for it? Yeah, I thought it would be sad if no one voted for it. But Yosuke's the one behind it.
I definitely think so, but I think Teddy kind of put him up to it as well, honestly.
It wasn't just me. It came in first place. The public agrees.
Well, since the majority rules, we'll be doing the group date cafe. But what does that even mean? Is it like speed dating? Can we really pull this off? You'd all better pitch in on this. Okay, I guess we're gonna be doing this. Actually, would the teachers be okay with this? Dude, how could Kashiwagi say no? True, she is kinda weird. Miss Kashiwagi is busy getting ready for those 2 notorious pageants. That's why she's leaving it up to the students to decide what to do. Yeah, right. She just dumped it into our laps, because she didn't want to bother. Sounds about right. She is pretty, she's not really a teacher, let's be honest. We've seen a little bit of that through some of the interactions during the main stories. So yeah, she definitely doesn't seem like the normal teacher. She's nicer than Maruka, let's be honest, but definitely not a normal teacher. Group date cafe. Are we going to get any customers with this? Customers? Seriously, what is a group date cafe? I voted for it and I still don't even know. Why'd you vote for it then?
Oh my gosh, how the heck is this gonna turn out?
Honestly, no clue. Okay, even though it says that no one is on our list to be able to actually hang out, Naoto is actually able to be progressed now, so let's actually tell Naoto what we did. Oh, Spooks-san. Thank you for saving me. I apologize, but I have something I want to think about. Naoto seems absorbed in thought about something. It seems that you need some sort of opportunity before you can come closer. Now that you think about it, you do have a card that man in black gave you. Hand her the card then. What's this? He said I'd understand. What's that supposed to mean? Excuse me, but could you please accompany me for a brief period? I'd like to hear more about what transpired when you were given this card. Please, it won't take long. Okay, and with that, let's actually hang out with Naoto to finally unlock the Fortune Arcana, since this is literally rank 1 right here. Samagawa Floodplains. I apologize. I wanted to talk someplace quiet. What sort of person gave you this to you? Some guy in black sunglasses. Yeah, definitely so. Sunglasses. Wearing those in town like this would only make one stick out. What we can take from this is that he wanted to hide his face at any cost. Weird. The man must also know you well. He wouldn't have entrusted the delivery to anyone he didn't know. True, I guess. But this is a small town. He could easily have looked up my address. Why go to the trouble of giving the letter to you? How intriguing. Is he involved with this case, or another case altogether? If it's me he's after, he could be anyone. True, I guess. Very strange. Oh, I'll keep the card. The man is most likely still here in Inaba. I cannot drag you further into this. I can't back out now. Yeah, we can't. We're literally invested into this, so let's see how this ends up. Well, it's good to know you're worried about me, but, well, I'm still gonna be getting into this, because I want to see how this goes. I'm sorry. I seem to have a tin ear for other people's feelings. Yosuke-san told me before. I'll look into this card and report my findings to you, so don't worry about me. As our leader, I know that you have a lot on your shoulders, so... Naoto seems to be worried about you. You have a completely different impression of Naoto than when you first met. You feel a faint bond forming between you and Naoto. And with that, the Fortune Arcana is now officially unlocked, so all the ones we can actually unlock ourselves is fully unlocked. But there's still that judgment one that's story-based. But thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond, it brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Fortune Arcana. And literally the first and only Fortune Arcana that I have is literally Fortuna, which is kind of funny. But it's still cool to have. You have established the Naoto Shirogane social link of the Fortune Arcana. You may now earn an EXP bonus when fusing personas of the Fortune Arcana. Naoto's determination in battle has been enhanced. Naoto can now wake up and knock down an ally during battle. I almost said enemy again, but I actually got it right this time. While we are here, why don't we have a chat for a little while? Ah yes, there was something I wanted to ask you. What do you want to ask? You talked about several aspects of the murders and went home. And look at that. Literally the two, latest, people that we unlocked for Arcanas had social links on the same day. That's actually kind of funny. So the Tower and the Fortune Arcanas both had things. That's actually kind of funny, since literally the Tower was the last one we unlocked before getting Naoto's, so that's actually kind of funny. But let's do our tutoring job. Since you have Taodawi, a persona of the Tower Arcana, you feel like you're going to become closer soon. Will you tutor today? Yes. You decide to work as a tutor today, and we also know that we get 10,000 money out of this, which is actually really nice, since personas do cost a little bit, depending on what level they are, and the ones that we use are like 20,000 to be honest. You tutored Shu.
With regards to the question 4 here, why does it use this formula?
You tried to explain it to him in a way that he could understand. Your expression has increased. Okay. Well, free expression, even though I'm maxed out. Isn't this cheesecake delicious? I bought it from an online shop. That's all the rage these days. It's been the top-ranked store for 15 weeks straight. Cool, I guess. Just like Shu-chan. First place in everything. I was thinking Shu was about to talk there, but it was her.
Stop it.
But you're my pride and joy. So Spooks-kun, about Shu. Do you think he could make it into Tokyo University? That's a little early, isn't he still in middle school? I don't want him to enter, or ever have to have any hardship. Once he's in a good college, he's set, right? Everyone has a natural talent. Shu-chan's just happens to be how smart he is. I just want him to go to a good college, so he can get a good job, then buy a good house and find a good... makes sense. His mom worries about him.
Mom? Don't worry about me, Mom. I'm always on top. I am right now, and I always will be.
That's right. He really is the perfect child. Shu's mother continues to lavish praise on her son. Well, at least his mother really appreciates him, as what it seems, and actually has a lot of high hopes for him. And it seems like he's meeting those hopes pretty easily, honestly, based on what we've seen.
If I get into a good college, am I really set?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't.
Isn't it almost time for entrance exams?
Shu looks at you questioningly. True. It is about almost that time.
I don't really need to be set just yet. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean anyways.
Makes sense.
Well, I need to study. There's no point in asking about college unless I'm really smart.
Shu is looking down. You okay, Shu?
Raison d'etre. Do you know what that means?
Sure I do, Cap. I don't know that at all. I do know French, but I do remember very little of it, to be honest. So, yeah, definitely don't remember what that means. I think it's something to do with, like, good luck or something like that, if I remember. It's probably not that, though. I'm probably far off.
I'm surprised. Well, it makes sense, since you're 3 grades above me.
Shu nods. Okay.
It's irrelevant. I only have Mom, and the guys at school are all kids.
It seems that Shu has opened his heart to you, if only a little. You feel that your relationship with Shu has deepened slightly. I think so too. He was a little rude the first time we met him, but it made sense due to the fact that he literally is paying us to tutor him, so literally if we were an incompetent tutor, it would make no sense for him to keep us around, let's be honest. But he he was definitely a little bit rude, and we could have called him a prick, apparently, which is kind of funny, but we didn't do that. We just said, nice to meet you instead, which, it made sense in that, honestly, because why would he hire someone that's just gonna be rude back to him, honestly, right? So, honestly, it made no sense. And honestly, I wanted to see if we can maybe, like, open him up a little bit, since he did seem like he was an introvert of some sort. And he definitely is, for sure, but honestly, I'm kind of interested in this character, due to the fact that we did have to work pretty hard to get the kindness level to even get it, since he's literally the only reason why you need to max out kindness. Because Naoki was only level 3, he was literally 2 extra levels to get him. So honestly, and it took us so far into the game to get him too. So yeah, definitely want to see what's going on here. The tutored student social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Tower Arcana has grown as well.
Time's already up. We were still in the middle of that last question.
I'll stay and help you. Yeah, we can help you out. You don't have enough diligence. Really? I really need diligence for that.
Time's still up.
Wait until next time. I'm sorry, bud.
I see. Well, until then.
Okay, well, see you later. Well, that would have been nice to get that extra half a point there. You finished your tutoring job and went home. You also earned 10,000 yen from the tutoring job, which is really, really good. Oh, look who it is, it's Rise. I was actually about to see if we can hang out with her since she's available on Sundays. And it looks like this might be a rank up one, which is really good. But you never know. Let's hope that it is, though.
Hello, it's Rise. Are you bored today, senpai? Let's go out somewhere.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Yay, I'll see you soon.
Okay, we'll see you soon then. You decided to go out with Rise. And with that, let's hope then this is actually a social link upgrade, since that was actually the reason why I even, like, started up the recording again, because I felt like that would be something we would need to go for. Since I want to try and get Rise up a little bit more, since we haven't really been focusing on her, and I found out that she's only available on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and then holidays, of course. So yeah, she definitely is hidden quite a bit, but we'll definitely be getting her to rank 10 sometime soon. It's just that now that everyone's out of the way, it's easier to start focusing on Rise more, is the reason. And although she would be smart to focus first, it's really smart to focus on your other characters due to the fact that those abilities are really important in battle, and your attacks are more important than your supports, is what I'm trying to say. Even though a good support is a good attack sometimes, depending on what you have. But yeah, definitely good to finally start ranking her up, to be honest. But Central Shopping District. You walked Rise home after a trip to Okina City. Okina? I wonder what we did there. Maybe went to the movies, probably either went to the Krakow place, or maybe even the cafe. That's literally the only things you could do there, to be honest, but honestly, we probably won't ever be able to figure that out.
I placed, a lot of special orders. Come with me next time when I go pick them up, senpai.
Okay.
I had tons of fun today. Not many people tried to come up and talk. Maybe they already forgot who I am.
Is that really what you want, though?
Oh yeah. Want some tofu to take home. I helped make them today. Wait right here.
Okay, we'll see you later then. No, that's not our shop, that's the general store. Excuse me, Spooks. San, is it? Who's calling me? Oh, it's Inui. Hey, buddy. Long time no see. I actually tried to get a mod for him to actually have portraits, because apparently he's in the arena game for Persona 5, but the thing is the mod didn't work at all. It was supposed to give him portraits, and they actually move and have, like, they blink and stuff, and they're actually like the other portraits like Rise's and everyone else's. So it was kind of weird that his didn't work. It honestly crashed the game a couple times, so I ended up just getting rid of it, but it's kind of weird that he doesn't have a picture in this game, even though he has one in the arena game, which is kind of weird. But let's continue. Sorry about the other day. I am Minoru Inui, Rise Kujikawa's former manager. I'm sorry to bother you, but could you give this to her? What do you want me to give her? Inui handed you a letter. A letter? A fan letter came in, you see. Why so interested in her? Does she even need them? Give it to her yourself? Why so interested in her? Yeah, why are you? I'm one of her fans myself. Her talent is captivating. Rise always looked forward to this girl's letters, so Oh, okay, makes sense. So she would be happy to see a letter from this girl then. Okay, cool. I'll definitely take it then. In today's cult of, personality, being popular carries its own problems. Your schedule fits together, minute by minute, like a jigsaw puzzle. Every day you're squeezed utterly dry. But even knowing that, I still want her to come back. She was genuinely brilliant. Not only that, but she's strong enough to use her pain as a foundation. From what I could see, she's relying on you. So, could you...
Sorry, senpai, but we're all sold out. Inui-san, quit pestering me. Wait, what did you say to senpai?
Well, could you let me at least show you the letter first before yelling at him? I'm sorry. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Okay. See you later, Inui. We probably will see you later again. Probably in a, not in the next, social link, but probably, I'm gonna say 2 from now, more than likely.
Hounding me even after I quit. He's practically a stalker. To think I trusted him, I feel betrayed.
That's not nice. He's worried about you. You're really quitting. He's worried about you. Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
No, he just wants Rosette back. The me he created.
Oh, he created you. That's... okay. Rise is biting her lip.
So what did he come for?
This fan letter. You told Rise that Inui came and handed her the fan letter. So apparently you looked forward to this girl's letters?
This letter. She wrote again. I see, but he came all the way out here for this.
Oh, is he not... Does he not live anywhere near here? Oh, that's kind of unfortunate.
This girl is a middle school student. She writes to me all the time. I did this public service campaign once to stamp out bullying. She said it inspired her, so she wrote that, she wouldn't let bullies get her down, and that she'd try to make friends.
Oh, that's kind of nice. So he inspired her to not, to basically kind of, be like you in a way, where you wanted to make friends. That's kind of cool.
Ever since then, she wrote me letters. This happened to me today. I was able to see this, stuff like that. Seeing Rosette work hard encourages me. It makes me feel like I can still hang in there. She doesn't really know how it works, huh? But it's still every time I read her letters, I feel like Rosette actually meant something. So whenever things got tough, I would read them over and over.
Makes sense. And honestly, wouldn't that mean she's technically a friend of yours? Since she looked up to you so much? And probably it wasn't even for Rosette herself, she probably felt like an actual person out of that, honestly. And probably does maybe understand, you never know, honestly. Not all people are gonna see the idol. Sometimes people see the real person out of the idol. And that's where the good fans come out of.
Senpai, do you still have some free time?
Honestly, no clue. Where are we gonna go? It looks like we're heading somewhere since there is a loading screen, so... Oh, the shrine. Okay, this is a good place, I guess. Tanshishime Shrine. This is where we got her first rank, honestly, if I remember correctly. Rise seems to be deep in thoughts after reading the fan letter.
She's worried about me. Officially, I'm taking a break due to illness, so...
Alright, you don't really look ill to me, but... Okay.
Before he quits, there was talk about a part in the movie. She sounds like she was really looking forward to it. Please get well soon, and come back, she says.
How does she know about the scene, though? That makes no sense. Unless maybe she talked about it, on TV or something, but... Honestly, I don't know how all that works.
I'm so glad you were here. I was scared to read it alone.
No problem.
I gave up on being Rosette. I can't meet her expectations.
She'll understand. Yeah, I think she will.
Yeah. I hope someday I can say thank you. And I'm sorry. Sorry, huh? There's nothing to be depressed about.
Rise's eyes seem to be watering. You okay?
Anyway, Rosette doesn't exist anymore. It's not just this girl. I disappointed lots of other people. The president of the company told me that over and over. And I knew already. I knew that was the path I chose, but...
Honestly, I don't know if you really want to no longer be Rosette. maybe, based on how she's kind of acting, it sounds like she still wants to be Rosette, but she wants to be a Rosette that's herself, and not what the media wants her to be. So, but I don't know how to fix that, is the thing. But, honestly, I don't know.
Maybe you just inherit the tofu shop. I'm the shop's main attraction now. I bet I could make it thrive.
Well, maybe. Are you sure you want to be making tofu for the rest of your life, though? That sounds kind of boring in a way, but honestly, it's up to you, honestly. And it's not something I would do, though, because tofu is kind of, well, I've had it a couple times before. It's not all that, but people like it. But I don't understand it, honestly.
Senpai, maybe we should really just do it. You know, what I was saying a while back. You could marry me once we graduate high school and the two of us could work at the tofu shop together. Doesn't that sound fun? How about it?
If you're serious, I guess. But it's not gonna happen, though.
If I'm serious, I think I'm pretty serious. You're always so calm, but I like that.
Rise is smiling sheepishly. Is that really what you want, though?
Thank you, Senpai, for being with me all of today. I feel a bit better. Yeah, I'm fine. I can contribute something, and it looks like there are still plenty of things only I can do.
That's definitely true. You can sense Rise's quiet will. You feel that you understand Rise even more. Yeah, I think I definitely do. She just wants to make friends and doesn't want to be treated like, just an idol. She wants to actually have people think of her as herself, and not some fake person that she made, / Inui made. Definitely unfortunate situation, but it also seems like she still wants to be an idol as well. It's just that she feels like, to be an idol, she has to be a fake person, but that's not always the case sometimes. But definitely unfortunate. The Rise Kujikawa social link has reached level 6. The power to create personas of the Lover's Arcana has grown as well. Rise's determination in battle has been enhanced even further. She will now precisely identify an enemy's weaknesses. When your options for attack include the enemy's weaknesses, Rise will inform you. Wait, will she tell me before I even use the attack? That would be nice, but is that really gonna happen? That would be really, really good.
Sorry for dragging you around all day. I'll let you go now.
Okay, we'll see you later, Rise. You walked Rise to her house and went home. Okay, with 10:24 now upon us, it looks like we have a little bit of story. Usually this stuff's always, like, really short, but sometimes the conversations are actually kind of funny, depending on what they talk about. And sometimes they're actually insightful, since they sometimes talk about, like, say the cultural festival, for instance, or maybe some kind of event that we don't know about. Honestly, let's see what Naoto's got for us. Good morning, Senpai. Hey, Naoto. I heard from Rise-san that it seems nearly everyone earned their scooter licenses over the summer. You may be interested to know that I acquired mine around the same time. Quite a coincidence, isn't it? Why'd you get yours? Let's go somewhere together. Yeah, let's definitely. Yes, I wouldn't mind doing so, should the opportunity arise. I'm confident in my cycling skills, so I doubt any trouble will arise en route. Okay, we'll definitely hang out sometime soon. Okay, after actually going out and buying Naoto some new gear, due to the fact that Naoto literally had the armor of 30, and a weapon that only did 80 damage, we actually upgraded her quite a bit, which is actually really good. So if you're wondering what it is now, instead of 80, it's 180, with a 98% chance of hitting, which she actually uses guns, which is kind of cool. And her 30 defense went up to 232, so literally 202 increase, which is really good compared to what it was before. So thankfully, now that Naoto's actually geared up, leaving me with only $3,000, but honestly it's better than nothing since we are going to be using Naoto in the next dungeon. And with that, we actually have to rank up our social link if we want to get even better and better for when we actually do get into the next game for the dungeon, or whatever it is. I don't know what kind of dungeon it's going to be, what kind of storyline it's going to be yet. But honestly, we're more than likely getting, like, right upon it. I'm pretty sure it's, like, going to be right after the cultural events. I'm going to be pretty honest there. But let's see here. Good day, Spooks-san. Yes. Do you have time you could spare with me today? Naoto has asked you out. Since you have Fortuna, a persona of the Fortune Arcana, you feel like you're going to become closer soon. Will you spend the afternoon with Naoto? And that is a yes. Yes please. Naoto looks happy. With that, we're gonna go hang out with Naoto and see what's going on. Samagawa floodplains again. It seems Naoto has something to report about the card you gave her. As you can see, nothing is written on it. It's just a plain white card. But it does feel a bit stiff given its thinness, without any indication of its contents. However, I have no idea who sent it. Weird. I chalk it up to as all of it as a prank. That's no fun. Yeah, that's no fun at all. One would expect there to be more. Naoto is smiling like a child. Oh, she's getting a phone call. Naoto's cell phone is ringing. Excuse me. What's going on, Naoto? Yes, it's me. Yaku Shiji-san. What's the matter? A thief in the Shirogane estate. Yes, I see. I don't keep anything in that room. That I'd miss terribly. You have already reported this to the police, I assume. Then I'll leave the rest to you. As long as Grandpa is safe, it doesn't matter. I can't take my eyes off this case yet. That's weird. A thief in her house, that's kinda weird. Naoto hung up quickly. A thief in a sleuth's house. Yeah, exactly. There's no need for you to be so skeptical. Naoto looks a bit embarrassed. That was from Yaku Shiji, my grandpa's secretary. It appears someone has broken into the Shirogane estate. My room was targeted, and he wanted to know if I could think of any particular item the thief might have been after. Several items pertaining to me were also stolen from Grandpa's inventory. Strange. Why though? I don't know about those, but my belongings aren't of any particular value, so... Remember that card? Yeah, that card. Yes, that's precisely what I was thinking. Naoto nods. What about the card? Regardless, you don't have to worry about me. We both have more pressing matters to attend to. I guess. But honestly, I'm gonna still help you. I'm not sure how to react to you, worrying about me. Naoto seems exceptionally edgy. You feel you understand Naoto a bit more. I think so too. She doesn't know what to say and she doesn't want to ask for help, it sounds like. But honestly, we just gotta break the ice and kind of tell her that it's okay to ask for help sometimes. But rank 2, the Fortune Arcana has now been unlocked. The Naoto Shirogane social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Fortune Arcana has grown as well. Naoto's growth of heart has affected her persona as well. And what is her... Ooh, Invigorate 1. So she gets SP back. That's really, really good. That's actually really OP. And I didn't even notice that for Naoto's persona is level 55. Okay then. I'll take it though. And wow, actually, what the heck is her persona? She has way too many stuff. I saw fire, I saw death, I saw light magic, I saw quite a bit there. Even physical damage is in there. Wow, there's actually quite a bit of good things in there. Practically against her will, you walk Naoto to her house before going home. Okay, since it's been quite a bit since we've actually hanged out with Ko and Daisuke, well, it's just Ko by himself, but honestly, it's been a while since we've actually talked to them. So you know what? It's probably about time we actually say something to them, since they're more than likely have enough points by now to actually max them out instantly, if we were to hang out with them constantly. But let's see how Ko's doing. Yo, Spooks. It's starting to get a little cold at night. Oh yeah, you do have some time. Then let's talk for a bit. Ko seems bored. He might appreciate it if you talked with him. Since you have Valkyrie, a persona of the Strength Arcana, you feel like you're going to become closer soon. But as long as you had more time, you would. Should you spend the afternoon or evening with Ko? Honestly, let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. I like how you rolled. Ko seems happy. Okay, let's see how Ko's doing. And I was right, there actually was a some mini cutscene for it, so let's see. It's almost time for the opener. Don't look at me like you don't know what I mean. Basketball, the Japanese Pro League. I love watching basketball too. I check the scores every day. It makes me happy to see people who I watched play in high school years ago, making it big now in the pros. And it's a good way to learn, like which playstyle best fits us Japanese players. You're a scholar? It's not easy to copy. What kind of style is it? Yeah, what kind of style is it? It varies from team to team, but I think that it's best to focus on speed and agility. I'm small, so I'm going to want to use that to my advantage. Ko is enthusiastic. The last playoffs were intense. It came down to the buzzer beater. In the finals, everything was in slow motion. I want to make a game-winning shot like that. Sounds like a cool shot to make, honestly. You made small talk with Ko. You feel like your relationship with Ko has grown deeper. You feel like your relationship with Ko is going to become closer soon. And with that... whoa, is it that time already? I need to get going home. Oh yeah, do you want this? A girl in my class gave me some, but I don't need this much. You received blue cheese chips from Ko. Doesn't sound good at all, but I'll take it. Take care of on your way home. Okay, we'll definitely do that. You partied with Ko and went home. Oh, here we go. 10:25 actually has some story in the morning. Good morning, Spooks-san. This rain, I don't like it. No one has turned up missing yet, but it still makes me uneasy. Sorry to barge in. Oh, you guys don't have umbrellas. That's a little unfortunate due to the fact that it's raining. Yosuke forced himself under your umbrella.
Make me, room for me too.
Yeah, we could definitely make that.
This one's already full, dumbass. Get Naoto to make room under hers.
Do you want to? By all means, Kanji. You'll catch cold at this rate if you don't. Yeah, you definitely will.
Well, me and her under the same umbrella. To hell with that. If I did that, it'd mean we're practically be like a couple.
Poor Kanji, he still likes Naoto, and he still doesn't know how to say it yet.
And that's a problem because, dude, how old are you?
Yeah, how old are you, dude? Come on, you can say that you like Naoto at this point. She might actually reciprocate those feelings, you never know.
Shut up. Come on, let's trade spots.
You know how stupid that sounds, right?
Well, that's fine with me. Naoto, mind if I walk with you? Hey, who you calling stupid? Stop talking shit about me. Will you just make up your own mind?
I don't mind making room for whoever. Go with Naoto yourself, okay? You want to go under mine instead and just give them the umbrella so they can hang out with each other and yell at each other on their way there? You. A third choice, eh? Not what I expected, but I have no objections. Okay, give your umbrella to, them, and me and you can walk together.
Damn, I don't need an umbrella in a damn drizzle like this. I'll show you all how it's done.
Okay, we'll see you later, Kanji. Kanji-kun.
Sheesh. That idiot's gonna make himself sick.
True, and we've already caught him being sick before, so the poor guy's gonna catch another cold.
Oh crap. We're gonna be late if we keep this nonsense up. Let's hurry it up.
Yeah, let's get on out of here. Okay, looks like me and Yosuke are walking together. Okay then. And with that, another Naoto is available, so we might as well keep going, since honestly, we can grab as many of these as we want before the next dungeon, and it will definitely help us, since, like I said, we're going to be using Naoto in the next dungeon, and we always use the new characters for the dungeon, so honestly, we might as well just use Naoto for this. So, honestly, let's try and rank her up as much as we can. Good day, Spooks-san. Yes, do you have time you could spare with me today? Naoto has asked you out. Come to think of it, someone had sent to Naoto a mysterious card. Maybe it would be best if you walked her home. Since you have Fortuna, a Persona of the Fortune Arcana, you feel like you're going to become closer soon. What should you do? Walk Naoto home. Oh no, I'll be fine by myself. Walk her home anyways. Well, if you don't mind. Naoto seems a bit relieved, despite her protests. Oh. Literally, I got it right then. She just doesn't know how to ask for help. And we gotta force ourselves to get her to actually let us do so. This what? Oh, is that the letter that you got? This was in my shoe locker. Oh, it's another letter. Naoto is holding a sealed letter. A challenge for a duel? Yeah, a duel? You wanna do it? you're quite old-fashioned, aren't you? Naoto is laughing heartily. Judging by the name and handwriting, the sender is a woman. She thoughtfully provided her year in class. When one factors in the heart-shaped seal, as well, it's hard to imagine that this is related to my job in any way. Oh, is it a love letter? In other words, there is no need to read it. Okay, you don't want to read the love letter? I apologize. I wasted your time with this pointlessness. How misleading, a sealed letter at a time like this. You won't read it? What is it? What if it's from a guy? What will you do with it? Yeah, what are you gonna do with it? I cannot dispose of it on school premises, of course. I'll take it home and feed it to the shredder. Aw. Naoto's words are blunt. And what if it was kanjis of all people? Honestly, it could very well be, honestly. Whether the sender is male or female, I have no intention of responding. I have no time to be dilly-dallying with callow love affairs. I assume the same is true for you. Actually, that's completely false since we are with Chie, but no one literally knows about that except for the main crew a little bit, and that was during the fireworks festival, but after that, no one has brought it up since, and Naoto wasn't there, so Naoto has no idea. Saying they love me without even knowing me. Ludicrous. Let's go. Let's get on out of here. Would you like to stop somewhere on the way? There are still some questions I have regarding the murders. Yeah, we can definitely do so. Naoto is taking the case seriously. You feel your relationship with Naoto has grown deeper. And with that, the next rank of Naoto's social link. But we already know what this is going to give us. It's going to be a follow-up attack. There's literally no way. Every other single time we've had a person, like a person on the team get their third one, it's always been follow-up attack. So, the Naoto Shirogane social link has reached level 3. Your power to create personas of the Fortune Arcana has grown as well. Naoto's determination in battle has been enhanced. Naoto can now perform a follow-up attack during battle. I wonder what hers is going to be, honestly. Is it going to be like a cool headshot or something? That'd be kind of cool. Then shall we be off? Yeah, we can definitely get on out of here. You talked with Naoto about the murders. You walked Naoto to her house and went home. Okay, with 10:26 now upon us, there might end up being something, you never know. But, oh, okay, there was.
Good morning, Spooks-kin.
Hey, Yukiko.
The cultural festival is just around the corner. Let's all do our best to prepare for it.
Do you look forward to it? Yeah, do you?
It's been nothing but bad news all year, hasn't it? It's during times like this that we have to make up for it. I'm not interested in the blind date part, understand? I'm not okay.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, with the final conversation for today's episode, let's actually do one more with Naoto since we literally have the ability to, so there's no reason not to. Good day, Spookson. Yes, do you have time which you can spare with me today? Naoto has asked you out. Come to think of it, someone had sent Naoto a mysterious card. Maybe it would be in your best if you walked her home. Since you have Fortuna, a persona of the Fortune Arcana, you feel like you're going to become closer soon. What should you do? Walk Naoto home. Oh, no, I'll be fine by myself. I won't walk her home anyways. Well, if you don't mind. Naoto seems a bit relieved, despite her protests. And with that, into rank 4. I honestly wonder what her next persona ability is going to end up being. It's... another letter? Is it a love letter this time? Naoto is holding a card. Another love letter? That card again. Yeah, same one as before apparently. Yes, it's unmistakable. Naoto nods firmly. Judging by its appearance, it's on the same cardstock, the same size, unsigned like last time. It's almost certain it came from the same person. Let's talk about this someplace more private. Okay, we can definitely do so. I'm guessing Samagawa Floodplains again, since you definitely seem to like that place, and I was right. Samagawa Floodplains. You checked out the card with Naoto. The card reads as follows. Dear Detective, your prized possessions are in my hand. Can you recover them? The game is afoot. The Phantom Thief? Wait, what? Huh? I did not know that. Huh, look at that. There's a nice little reference to, the name of the group in Persona 5. That's actually kind of cool. Huh, out of all things. That's actually kind of cool. I'm 100% as a different person and a different group entirely, but that's still cool to see that name in general. Huh, okay then, the Phantom Thieves are attacking Naoto apparently. A different kind of one, but still, it's still funny. It seems this is the work of the figure who snuck into Shiragani's estate. I'll send this to Yakashiji, san so he can turn it into the police as evidence. Okay, makes sense. The Phantom Thief, how absurd. I haven't the time to waste on this. Running from a challenge, why so uncomfortable? That's right. Running from a challenge? Oh, running away. Naoto seems to have gotten angry. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to make it angry. He broke into our estate, sent me this challenge. Leaving this in the police's hands could jeopardize the honor of the Shiragani name. Well, looks like you gotta accept the challenge then. Hug, that's why I don't like this. When I'm with you, I always seem to lose my composure. I don't want to get involved with this sort of childish game. But to ignore it only makes me angry. Let's catch them together then. Yeah, let's do it. Of course we will. You're the only one who brought this to my attention. Let's work together on this. Naoto is fidgeting with embarrassment. Yeah, I was right. She doesn't want to ask for help. I was thinking that to be the case, and I was right. Look at that. You decide to accept the Phantom Thief's challenge with Naoto. You feel your relationship with Naoto has grown yet deeper. With that, rank 4 and a new ability. So honestly, I wonder what it's going to be since I did literally mention that. So we already know it's going to be a Persona ability, but what kind? The Naoto Shiragane social link has reached level 4. Your power to create personas of the Fortune Arcana has grown as well. Naoto's growth of heart has affected her persona as well. And with that, we got Mind Charge. That is really OP. This persona can't remember any more skills, so choose one to forget. Okay, so now we actually get to take a look. Well, Deathbound and Tempest Slash are basically the same thing. But one is 2 times heavy damage, but this is also all foes. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Even though Hamaeon is a good move, I don't think we need both of these. So, to be honest, I already have Hamaeon on, or actually Mahaemon on one of my personas already, which is a full team of enemy shadows. So, honestly, we can keep the Mudun and then get rid of the Hamaeon, and that will be probably really good to put for the Mind Charge there. But Mind Charge has replaced Mahaeon, and there we go. Cool, I'll take it. Now that it's been decided, let's re-examine the first card. There must be some sort of hint there. And of course, I only intend to investigate this case in our free time. Okay, makes sense. I have something else I must do. What else must you do? You walked home part way with Naoto. And with that, this will more than likely be where we're going to be ending today's episode, since, yep, there's literally nothing we can do. And I'm pretty sure, yep, there's literally nothing. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. I know this is more than likely a little bit shorter than normal, but it's due to the fact that literally the next day is the cultural event, and that's going to be that day all the way up into, I believe, 10:30. So honestly, all of that's going to be one episode due to the fact that that event is really, really long. So I feel like that's all going to fit in one episode and be perfectly packaged in one little, episode of its own. So with that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and the next episode is going to be the Cultural Festival, which is going to be pretty cool, honestly. And with that, thank you all for watching, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. I don't think we need both of these. So, to be honest, I already have Hamaeon on, or actually Mahaemon on one of my personas already, which is a full team of enemy shadows. So honestly, we can keep the Mudun and then get rid of the Hamaeon, and that will be probably really good to put for the Mind Charge there. But Mind Charge has replaced Mahaeon, and there we go. Cool, I'll take it. Now that it's been decided, let's re-examine the first card. There must be some sort of hint there. And of course, I only intend to investigate this case in our free time. Okay, makes sense. I have something else I must do. What else must you do? You walked home part way with Naoto. And with that, this will more than likely be where we're going to be ending today's episode, since, yep, there's literally nothing we can do. And I'm pretty sure, yep, there's literally nothing. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. I know this is more than likely a little bit shorter than normal, but it's due to the fact that literally the next day is the cultural event, and that's going to be that day all the way up into, I believe, 10:30. So honestly, all of that's going to be one episode due to the fact that that event is really, really long. So I feel like that's all going to fit in one episode and be perfectly packaged in one little, like, episode of its own. So with that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and the next episode is going to be the Cultural Festival, which is going to be pretty cool, honestly. And with that, thank you all for watching, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.